everybody, my name is Jonathan and welcome to Bearly Unboxed. Today we're back with yet again another Rainbow High video. They are my favorite dolls to collect, so what can I say? I have the newer Rainbow High Swim and Style dolls. This particular one here is Violet Willow. And she has been a fan favorite among these dolls because everyone just really loves the way they did her makeup and her hair. And a lot of people have actually been putting the head from this one on a articulated body that matches because these do not have much articulation. They only have it in the head, the shoulders, and the hips. These are meant to be played with, I believe, in water, which is probably why they have less articulation. They come with a swim outfit, and they come with this like sarong that is made of shiny fabric, and you can apparently style it 10 plus ways, which I have heard that some of them don't work as well as others. And every single one of the dolls comes with that. So this is Sunny Madison. And she has slightly different accessories. She has this really cool fish bag. I'm very excited about that. And then we also have Ruby Anderson. And I think Ruby actually looks absolutely gorgeous with the way they did her hair and makeup. I haven't heard a lot of people say anything about her, but I think she looks really cute, and I really like these sunglasses that she came with and her bag. So there's only 4 dolls in the series, so the 4th one is actually Skyler Bradshaw, and it's kind of bizarre. I watched the cartoon, and if I remember right, they all went to the beach, so I'm not sure why they only made the 4. I think it's probably the 4 popular colors, maybe, because Poppy has yet to have a doll in this new Rainbow World series, which is what this is from. And I think it's because she's an orange doll, and apparently orange dolls just don't sell or something, which I think is crazy because I love redhead dolls, and she's basically a redheaded doll. She has orange hair, so I mean, she's also a redhead, obviously, so you could argue that. But they also didn't make Jade or Maya, so we also have these 2 fashion packs that were featured to have Skyler Bradshaw, which is kind of bizarre. I feel like they made a Skyler Bradshaw in the swim style. She already comes with a swimsuit, and then they made this fashion pack for her as well. So it seems kind of bizarre that they didn't maybe market this as for Jade or a Maya, someone that didn't get a swim doll. So because these dolls have limited articulation, they are very similar to this series of Rainbow High dolls. Now, these were series 3. Now, series 3 came out in the full articulated versions of the dolls, but then they created this like budget line, which a lot of stores were not selling them at a very budget-friendly price. Now, I do have 2 of these. I have Cheryl Meyer, and I have a Daria Roselyn. Now, you can see I got Daria here at Ross. It says suggested is like comparable price is $19. I got her for $14.99, so $15, which is a very good price. Now this one, I had really hard time finding her. She was the last one I needed to have all 6 of these. These are the only 2 I haven't unboxed yet, and I thought, what fun it would be to give them both a swim look. So I think that'll be pretty cool. These swimsuits should fit them perfectly because all the dolls have the same type of body. Now I am interested in comparing the two dolls from these lines together. I want to see how much they changed them from this to when they finally released these swimming style dolls, because these came out a couple years ago. I think it's 2 or 3 years ago actually at this point. But these dolls were kind of, I think MGA was testing the waters to see if people would buy Rainbow High dolls with less articulation. That's my theory anyway. And because of that, we ended up with these. So, and I'm collecting them all because they actually are slightly different than their main counterparts. Their makeup is different. Their hair is often shorter on these budget dolls. They only come with the one outfit, and a lot of times the outfits are slightly altered. Like this one has some straps on it, and I believe the one she originally came with did not have the black straps. So just kind of interesting having like the different versions. So I think we will start with changing them into some swim outfits. Now, I thought about dyeing these to match the doll, and I'm still thinking, should I do that for the video? Because I think it would be pretty cool. But the problem is we already have Sunny is a yellow doll. So we would essentially have 2 yellow themed dolls. But you know what? Yellow is awesome, so why not? So I'm going to get these 2 out of their box and we'll take a look at them. So we have both Cheryl and Daria out of the box. Now they have a ton of hair gel in their hair. It's very crunchy, but I really love the way they did this makeup on Cheryl's face. It's so soft. They don't have any like the glitter or shimmer on them like the main dolls have. And she actually has very simplified shoes. I think her main doll shoes were slightly different color maybe. I don't have I have the main doll, but she's thrifted. You can actually see her right up there. And I have like her dress, but that's it. I only have her yellow dress. I don't have any shoes or anything for her, so she's wearing just kind of whatever in addition to the dress. That happens a lot with thrifted dolls. So the articulation for these, they do still have the like joint with like this extra plastic part right here that kind of helps with posability, because you can see when you move it kind of moves down. And if I remember from what I've seen, I don't think these dolls have that, but we'll find out when I get one out of the box. And then their head does tilt and turn. Their arms are on like a ball joint, and their legs can do the splits, and they can sit to some degree. So not, if you want them to sit flat, you have to stretch their legs out, which is kind of off-putting. So she does have this belt accessory with the dress, and it's attached to the dress though, so you cannot take it off. And the dress just has Velcro in the back. So, and you can get these budget dolls to stand, which I think is awesome. I mean, that's something that even Barbie you can't really get to do. Now, Daria has less hair gel in her hair, and it's very soft where it doesn't have the hair gel. She does have it in these front tendrils, but there is what her face looks like, and it also has very soft makeup, no glitter or shimmer. And the hair on these is all one color, opposed to like their main doll will have multiple colors in it. And she does come with her boots, which is a very simplified version of her boots. And I will show you. I'll bring over my Daria. So I went ahead and brought over the Cheryl Meyer that I also have, just so we can kind of compare. So as you can see on these two dolls, the hair is much longer on their mainstream doll, and it has a light pink mixed in with this magenta color, which is absolutely beautiful, but I actually really like this being all just a magenta color. And you can see they have a similar dress. Now, if you were to look underneath, she does have a t-shirt underneath the dress that this one does not come with. And also, this mainstream dress has a little bit different stitching on the front. And then here's the difference between their shoes. Whereas these shoes on the budget one, so their shoes are very different, even though they're the same mold. The mainstream one has like these translucent soles to them and has a lot of paint details to like roses all over them. So it's very different, but also very much the same. And you can see their faces are also different, whereas the budget one has softer, very bright pink lips. They have the same eyes, and then the eyebrows are actually slightly different too, and the eye makeup. So it's hard to see on camera, but this one does have shimmer on the eyes. You can see it right there, whereas this one does not. So that's the difference between the budget and the mainstream dolls. So we'll put her over here. And then we'll just real quickly show this, because we're here for the swim style dolls, but I did just kind of want to give like a quick look at how different these are. See, the hair is much shorter on this one. The dresses are similar, but this one on the mainstream one has a underskirt part, whereas the budget one does not. This one actually, I can't say for certain, but I think the belt was separate and could come off, whereas opposed to it being sewn on this one, and there's no straps. So she was meant to have a shirt underneath, I believe. I'll find a picture and put it up of what the actual outfit looks like. And her hair, though, the colors are pretty much exactly the same. I don't see much of a difference. So, and then their faces are different as well. The budget one's face is a little darker lip and darker eye makeup and darker eyebrows. So I like that difference that you get between the two. I think it's pretty cool. And her shoes that she has on are not the ones that came with her, so I didn't bother showing those. So anyway, I want to try putting these two, or at least one of them, in the bathing suit to see how it fits. So that you can perforate off, which I have shown in previous videos, and you can keep that if you want to keep it like a collectible artwork card, which I do. I like to keep those. Okay, so we got the swimsuit out, and I went ahead and I put it on Daria because honestly, I thought the shoes matched her hair really well, and I think it actually looks just awesome being white. And it does have rainbow stitching around it on the edges. It's very well made. It's very stretchy, which is a very good thing. I had a very hard time getting it over her arms because she has no bend in the elbow. Because these fashion packs, these are meant for the more posable slime dolls that came out. I believe that's what these are meant for. So I did have a little trouble getting it on her. Now, she also comes with a pink, or the set, I should say, comes with a pink purse, and this this jacket kind of robe thing is also very pink. So I think the colors actually go really well with this doll. So I'm not even going to bother dyeing it. I'm just going to leave her in this. See, that looks really cool, I think. I like the way that looks. It looks pretty cool. I like it. And then she does have these orange sunglasses, which might clash a little bit, but the overcoat thing, or what, I don't know what you call this, robe, does have orange in it. Okay, actually, those look really cute on her. I love it. The fashion pack also comes with this coconut drink, which they can actually hold. It has a little notch, so they can hold it like this, sort of, kind of. It doesn't want to fit on her thumb very well, but there you go. And then she has her bag. So here is what that fashion pack looks like on this doll. It would, this would look better with the elbow that could bend, honestly. And she's having a really hard time holding on to it properly. But can we get her to stand? Yes. Very cool. So she's ready to go to the beach with the rest of these girls. So because of how hard that was to get the swimsuit on, I don't know if I'll be putting it on Cheryl or not. And you can actually tie this in the front right there. It's kind of cool, and it has these little gold beads on the tie, and it actually does cinch it closed, which is, I'm not mad with how well they designed the clothing. It works really well. I always have a really hard time tying tiny bows with my big hands. Alright, so it took a bit of effort, but I did get that tied into a little bow. So there you have Daria Roselyn ready to go to the beach. So obviously this set will work with pretty much any Rainbow High doll. Some of the dolls you might have a hard time getting it on, because the elbows don't bend. So now I will wash all their hair, and I'll just put some photos of that at the end of the video. I don't know if I have time to record another video kind of showing it off, but if I do, you'll see that first. It's just that I had this video planned for a while, and it just took me a while to finally get around to recording it. I've had these dolls for a bit, and I really wanted to get a video recorded of all four of them. So I was trying to put it on Cheryl, and unfortunately I broke the thread right there. Look at that. Ugh. It's because you really have to stretch it to get it over their arms because they don't have elbows. So that's a bummer. That's a real bummer that I did that. I'm just going to cut it. I really like that thread too because it's rainbow thread. But yeah, unfortunately, that does not look great. So that's what it looks like now. It's all kind of frayed looking. So a word of warning, these are not the best option for putting on dolls that don't have an elbow joint. Otherwise, you will probably rip it like I did. So I went ahead and pulled it out from the front at least, so it doesn't look too bad. Now it looks like, you know, maybe it's supposed to look like that, but yeah, it is a little disappointing. So word of warning to not do that. I'm actually just going to put her yellow shoes back on her so that it keeps in the theme of yellow for her. And I think the orange sunglasses will actually work with her color scheme as well. In fact, I think that looks really awesome. She almost reminds me of Lady Gaga for some reason, like that. So there we have our two budget dolls ready to go to the beach with their friends over here. So, okay, so let's start with this Ruby Anderson doll. Here is the back of her box, and it has the 4 of them that you can get. And then it says, fun under the sun, accessorize, style, and play any way you want. And they all kind of are wearing it in a different way. So it's kind of cool. All right, and here is her barcode. If you want to look for her. I did pick her up at Target. And I think I've also seen them at Walmart. So I got her out of the box. I just have to take her the rest of the way out. But here is this pamphlet that shows you the different ways that you can wear it. So each one of these dolls will come with this. And it actually shows the different characters. Like right here, all 4 of the different characters. So that's kind of cool. It also shows that you can tie it on their bag, which is kind of neat. Or you can even tie it in their hair. That's kind of cool. Or as a neckerchief or a scarf. Or even, this is the best one, a superhero cape kind of thing. That's awesome. So there are like basically 12 ways that you can use it. All right, so we have Ruby out of her packaging. She is gorgeous. I mean, look at the makeup, how they did the cheeks and everything. She even has glitter on her eyeshadow. It's very pretty. And then her swimsuit just goes over the one shoulder, and it is Velcro in the back. Now, I did want to show the legs on these are very different than the ones that we just opened. They don't have that joint on the inside of the underwear part, but they can still sit perfectly. In fact, I think they can actually sit better than these budget dolls can. So maybe they learned something on how to make these. The legs do have this indent in the front, and I think that really helps with them sitting. Now the legs do not really go out much. They go out maybe that much without resistance. So their arms are on a ball joint, and the head is also on a tilt ball joint. The hair that doesn't have gel on it, I will say it feels slightly different than this hair. I'm not sure. Normally, Rainbow High dolls have nylon hair, and I don't know if this is still nylon. I would have to wash it to really see, but I kind of am wondering if this is polypropylene. But it feels a little too soft to be. So I think it's still nylon. And she does have lots of gel in her hair. And her hair is done up into a ponytail. I really like the way they styled her hair. It just definitely needs to be washed. And these dolls also can wear earrings. And I didn't point that out on these two, but they have the same thing. And let's put her shoes on. And they're just like little slippers. And they have RH on them. And they're translucent. I really think that's cool. Now, can she stand in these? So she can. She can stand. That's awesome. She comes with this rubber bag. And it does say rainbow printed into the plastic on that side. And then it says Rainbow High. And you can actually put things into it. So you can put it on her shoulder. So very cool. And she comes with these sunglasses. And I actually really like the way they made these sunglasses. They have her gold and red theming, and you can still see her eyes through them. I love that. All right, and then here, I can get her to stand again. Here is the like sarong that she comes with. It's only shiny on the one side. It is very what's the word? It's very flowy. So obviously, so you can do a lot of these styles. Now, the question is, can we actually get her into any of these? I'd like to do each doll in a different style. So for her, they show you to do this number 2 one. And of course you don't have to do that, and there's even other different ways that you can do it. So I'm going to try to do the one that they're showing for her though. I just have to figure out. Okay, so this has an elastic around it. So I just went ahead and cut the elastic off of this just so I could get it open. Oh, and it even is being held together with a tiny little plastic fastener. There was a bunch of them holding it on to the packaging. So there's what you end up with. So let's try to do this one. Alright, so that one they just have you like tie it around like that, and I had to gather it together to tie it, and it's just tied in one tie. I didn't do a knot or anything. So very cool. That one actually worked. So we're gonna leave her in that, and then we'll try the other ones on the other dolls. All right, so next we're going to look at Skyler. So here is Skyler's barcode, if you want to look for her. And again, I got her at Target as well. I've seen them at Walmart. And you can order these on Amazon, I believe, as well. And you can see she's wearing a denim swimsuit because she loves denim so much she even swims in it. Which, if you've ever got denim wet, it gets very heavy. So I don't know how comfortable that would be to actually wear a denim swimsuit. But it's denim print. It's not actual denim. But, you know, in the context of it all, I'm sure it's supposed to be. All right, so here is Skyler out of her packaging. And I will say her hair is very soft, and it only has a little bit of gel in these little curls on either side. And it's mostly this side. And here's her face. And she also has the glitter eyeshadow. And then she has this denim-esque swimsuit, which even has like printed pockets. So it's all printed. It's not actual like denim material. And this feels like actual swimsuit material, like something that can go in the water, which I think is obviously their intention. And then she comes with a plastic bag that kind of looks like denim print, and it says rainbow on the one side. No painted details on that. And then she comes with a pair of blue, like, high heels slippers. And they're also translucent. And I don't think they have a right or a left. So there's what those look like. I really like the color and the style of those. And, oh, she's a little stiff. She has all the same articulation as the Ruby. And then she can hold her bag as well. Not very well. I mean, if they had an elbow joint, that would be better. I really feel like they should have just did the elbow and knee joint on these, but I think there's something about that with water play. Like, they don't want water to get stuck in the joints. And there she is with her cat eye sunglasses on. Those are really cute. I really like that. All right, so for her sarong, let's see, what do they have for her? They kind of have a very similar one. Well, actually, I did hers wrong. So let me redo that real quick. I actually did it the way it's supposed to be on Skyler. And it is stretchy, so you're able to get it to tie and get it to stretch into the way that they want you to, or that they show you to do it on the instructions. Alright, so that's what it was supposed to be for Ruby. Was like kind of like a triangular thing. So it's not perfect because it doesn't nothing is ever going to work exactly how they show you in the instructions. Alright, so now let's do Skyler's, which was the way that I had it on Ruby's. Okay. And Skyler's hair and Ruby's hair are both about past their butt, basically. Alright, and there is Skyler's tied around her waist. And that's how I had it on Ruby. And it was supposed to be like that for Skyler, according to, you know, what they're showing in the little guide. And that's what we're doing. We're just kind of doing what they should. Now, I will say it's pulling her swimsuit down, so you got to pull that back up. She was showing a little too much there. Okay. There we go. So next, we're going to take a look at Sunny. I am saving... Oops. So next we're going to look at Sunny. I'm saving Violet for last because she's my favorite of the four. And here is Sunny's barcode if you want to look for her. And she's on Target website and in store, Walmart as well, and Amazon. So here is Sunny out of her packaging. And she does have a little bit of hair gel, especially in these front pieces. So I think that would look much better if you wash that out. But here's her adorable face. I think she has a really cute face. And she also has the glitter eyeshadow. I love that her swimsuit has this sun on the side. And, you know, her swimsuit, it looks the same as the ones that I put on the budget dolls. So I'm wondering how that stretches. It looks like it might be a little stretchier. So, yeah. It might be a little stretchier than the swimsuits that came in the fashion pack. So, she comes with yellow translucent shoes, because obviously she would. And there's what those look like. I really like the way those look. Those look really cute. She comes with these really cool sunflower sunglasses. And there's what that looks like. Very cute. And I think the coolest thing is she comes with this fish purse, and it does open a little tiny bit. You can't really get much in there. She can't hold the purse very well unless you put it behind her, and then you can't really see it. So that's kind of disappointing. So let's get her sarong on. And I'm kind of interested to see what she would look like with her hair washed. Her hair feels a little different. It's still soft though. I don't know. I think some people were concerned that the hair wasn't nylon anymore with these, and I don't know what it would be because it feels too soft to be polypropylene. Maybe saran? I don't know. Alright, so her look is to tie it up around her kind of chest. Alright, so essentially that's what it would look like tied up around her chest. It's really hard to get it to pull the right way and then also get it to look right with the parts that you tie. But essentially that is her look. And she can stand as well. So last but definitely not least, we have Violet Willow, and here is her barcode. And again, I found these at Target. So here is Violet out of her packaging, and I can definitely see why she's a favorite. She has really, really pretty eye makeup, very soft lips, and I think her hair is super long. It goes down like almost to, well, pretty much to her ankles. So that is really pretty. And her bathing suit is actually a two-piece, but I think it might actually be connected. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it is connected on this side only, and then this side has like a little faux tie. But yeah, oh wow, she's really pretty. They even did her hair. They pulled it around the back and secured it in the back, so it kind of frames her face really well. She's gorgeous. She comes with these shoes here, which are very similar to the ones that came with the fashion pack swimsuit, where you have to kind of pull it up over their heel. And they're translucent, violet colored, very, very pretty. And then she came with this very simple bag, no painted details. It does say rainbow printed into it. And sunglasses. Oh, I really like the way those sunglasses look too. There's what those look like. Alright, I'll take those back off. And now for her look, it looks like they want you to wrap it around and tie it over the shoulders in the back. So I don't know how easy this will be. Let's see. I cannot get it to tie the way they want you to. They want you to wrap it around the front and tie it in the back. Like, so it looks like this. And it's stretchy, but it's not stretchy enough to do that. So we're just gonna tie it in the front. Sort of like what we did with Sunny. So that's pretty much as good as we're gonna get that with her. Yeah, it was just some of the ways they want you to tie it, it just does not work very well. So you can tie it around the hair. Maybe we'll try that. Okay, so I went ahead and just tied it around her neck like a scarf. And it doesn't want to lay very well sometimes. Like yeah, it just looks kind of weird. I figured I might as well try some of these other examples while we have it available for us. So the other way is to tie it around her hair, which, yeah, trying to tie that around their head because they have such big heads is not easy. So I think we'll just put it back on a different way. All right, so I went ahead and I tied it over her shoulder. So it's sort of like a sideways cape. So I think that's where we'll leave it as far as posing or tying their sarong. And she stands up as well on her own. So, well, not very well. Her shoes are a little, kind of push her forward a bit. All right, so there we go. There's all 4 of them. I will say I like these dolls. They give you, like ways to play with it differently, and you can take them in the pool or to the beach. They don't have a lot of articulation, so you're not going to get a lot of sand or water trapped inside them. And they're all very unique and very cute. So I would recommend these, especially the price isn't too bad on these. I think they're like, they're around $15, I believe. And then, of course, we have our makeshift pool friends here, which I thought was fun to try out. It's just too bad that the swimsuit ripped on her a little bit. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this look at these swim style dolls. I've been wanting to open them up for quite a while, so stay tuned. It's for pictures of their hair at the end. It'll be washed and conditioned, so we'll take a look and see what they look like after that. So I have all their hair washed, and I definitely wanted to pop back in because I had some final thoughts. I was just gonna post pictures of them with their hair washed at the end of the video, and I realized that I really wanted to show off this that I did. I went ahead and I dyed this whole set, including the bag, because the bag was originally pink. So there's the dyed version. And I kind of went ahead and made like an orange themed doll, despite her having yellow hair. It is a little more on the orange side of yellow compared to Sunny, who has very like canary yellow or like lemon yellow hair. So I dyed the swimsuit, and I even dyed this like overcoat, and I even dyed the shoes to be a little more orange, along with the bag. And I think it turned out pretty amazing. I think it looks awesome. And then I went ahead and I left this one alone because I wanted to keep at least one of the swimsuit fashion packs not dyed. And I don't have the orange sunglasses on her because I thought having them for the orange themed Cheryl was really cool. I even thought about dyeing her hair orange, but I didn't want to have to get another one of this doll because I do want to keep one just the way she is. So there you have it. I'd love to hear what you think of my orange dyed swimsuit. The swimsuit is actually a little more of a yellow orange, so it actually goes with her hair really well. And I really like the way that turned out. And I used iDye Poly in a orange color and also Rit Dye More in a yellow color, and just kind of eyeballed them and mixed them together, and that's the color I got. So it's not quite as orange or as yellow as either dye by themselves, and I thought it looked really great that way. So there you have them. So let's put them over here, and we'll talk about the other ones. Oh, and their hair's nylon as far as I can tell, and it washed up beautifully. See how shiny and bouncy it is. And I had to restyle Daria's hair and put it back up in a ponytail. Now the other ones, I washed all their hair without taking down their hairstyle. I will say this hairstyle, or this hair type that they used for the swimming style dolls, it's not, I don't think it's polypropylene, even though a lot of people online are saying specifically Sunny's hair is polypropylene. It definitely does not feel like her typical nylon hair. So it might be polypropylene, but at the same time, I saw conflicting information where someone had contacted MGA directly and asked them what hair type the swim style Rainbow High dolls had, and they were told that it's nylon. And other people are like, no, this is definitely not nylon. But it washed okay. I got most of the hair gel out. It took a lot of effort to get all the hair gel out of their hair. Violet's hair had the least amount of hair gel, but her hair feels really rough. So it feels more like polypropylene. So if anything, this is definitely not nylon. I'm just going to say maybe it is a type of cheaper nylon. I don't know. I can't really say. Skyler's hair feels lighter, not as heavy as the hair on these two. So I think hers is nylon. I could be wrong. I mean, I tried looking online to find out what everyone's hair type was on these dolls, but there was so much conflicting information. A lot of people think it's polypropylene, and a lot of people think it's nylon. So I will say this is really soft hair. It washed up beautifully. There was barely any hair gel in it, and I used conditioner and just dish soap before the conditioner to wash it. And then we have Ruby's hair also looks beautiful. It is a little fuzzy, which tends to be something that nylon hair does if you brush it before it's completely dry, which I did. So I'm going to say this is nylon hair, even though part of me wants to say it is polypropylene. It's really, really a mystery. I'll say that much. But I think they all turned out beautiful. They all have a very, very nice look to them, especially after washing the hair. I will say, if you do get these dolls, or if you have them and you've had trouble with the hair, it's probably going to need to be washed like 2 or 3 times with some like dish soap or shampoo, and then conditioned. I did leave the conditioner in their hair for a little bit before washing it out, and I think that helped a lot, especially with Skyler's hair is just super, super soft. It feels different than the other 3, but then Ruby's hair also feels different, so I don't know. It's a mystery. So anyway, I just wanted to pop back in and mention all that and give you a final look at them. So again, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate all your comments. So please do leave a comment below. Let me know which doll was your favorite out of all the dolls today. I would love to know if you have these. What do you think about their hairstyles, or hair types, I should say? Do you think it's polypropylene? Do you think it's nylon? I would love to hear what you guys all think. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit the subscribe button and also the bell for notifications for every time I put up a new video. And also, thank you guys so much for all the support. Share the video and like the video if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.